future moms and moms to be. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to deep dive into a topic not just about eating but about nurturing life itself. Do you ever wonder why there are certain food that is really game changer during your pregnancy? Well, you're in the treat because we're going to deep dive about the science, why certain foods are needed and absolutely good during your pregnancy to support healthy baby growing inside your tummy. So stick around because at the end of this video, you are going to have a whole new perspective on what to put on your plate.
So let's hop right into it. So as you can see on the screen, we're all set up in our Canva presentation for today's content. We got some exciting stuff to cover, so let's get started. Alright, for today we're breaking down this topic into three easy to digest parts. So first up, let's chat about amazing journey of fetal development and all the wild changes happening in a mom's body during pregnancy. Then we'll dig into good stuff, essential nutrition. Turns out our bodies needs the same nutrients, but amounts vary. I'll give you a lowdown on how much you need to keep both you and the baby healthy. Finally, we'll talk about putting all that nutritional knowledge into action with practical meal choices you can start making today. If you're liking what you're hearing, stick around till the end of the video. Alright, no more waiting. Let's jump right in. Did you know that pregnancy typically lasts about 40 weeks? Yeah, it's quite a journey. And get this, human pregnancy is divided into three trimesters, each lasting around 3 months. So that's 9 months total. Pretty fascinating, right? Now, if you take a look at the screen, you'll notice those purple bars representing the initial stage of development. It's a mind-blowing how during the 2 to 12 weeks of pregnancy, many of the tissue are in what we call the critical period. The first system to kickstart its development within the initial 2 weeks is the central nervous system, but it doesn't stop there. The heart, ears, eyes, legs, and arms, teeth, palate, and external genitals all follow in a meticulously orchestrated sequence. What's crucial to know here is that any events during these periods that don't adequately support the basic nutrients can have irreversible effects on the tissues. That's why it's imperative to pay close attention to nutrition and care during these early stages. Now, shifting our focus to the green bars on the screen, we're entering a stage where the tissue continues to grow and change. With events that are relatively less critical and often reversible, however, that doesn't mean we should underestimate the importance of care. The takeaway here is clear. Those early days of pregnancy demand a serious attention and care to support the optimal growth and development of the child. It is a reminder of the incredible journey begins right from the moment of conception. Let's ensure we're providing the best possible environment for the little one right from the start. Incredible journey of pregnancy and amazing changes that happens in a mother's body to support the healthy development of her baby is truly remarkable. So let's start with the first trimester. You might not notice many changes in the body during this time, but as we move into the second and third trimester, the things starts get more noticeable. One of the most obvious change is the increase in breast size. This is the body weight to prepare for breastfeeding once the baby arrives. But that's not at all. There's there's also an increase in blood volume to ensure that there's enough circulation to transport the nutrients and remove waste product for both the mom and the baby. As the baby grows, so does the placenta. This essential organ plays a crucial role in supporting the baby's growth and development throughout pregnancy. Did you know that pre-pregnancy weight actually sets the stage for how much weight you should aim to gain throughout your pregnancy journey? Now, take a look at this recommendation. If you were underweight before pregnancy, it's generally recommended to gain a bit more weight during pregnancy, around 12.5 kilos to 18 kilos. On the other hand, if you were obese, the weight recommended gain is a bit lower, ranging from 5 to 9 kilos. And if you were at a healthy weight before pregnancy, the recommended weight gain falls somewhere between 11.5 to 16 kilos. It's all about finding the balance and ensuring a healthy pregnancy for both you and your baby. So keep this recommendation in mind and always consult with your healthcare provider to make sure you're on the track throughout your pregnancy. Now let's dive into a fun part, understanding the essential nutrition needed to support a healthy pregnancy. This is where it gets really exciting because we're talking about nourishing both you and your growing baby. Pregnancy is a time where your body nutritional needs change, and it's really crucial to ensure you're getting the right balance of nutrients to support a healthy pregnancy. You see, your body is working overtime to nurture and support your baby's growth, which means you need additional calories to keep both of you healthy and your baby. Now, in the second trimester, if you're in the US, you should aim for an extra 340 calories a day to fuel that growth. But if you're here in the Philippines, the recommended intake is around 300 calories. Now, you might have heard that carbs are important, but do you know why they are especially important during this time? Well, here's the deal. It's recommended that you aim for a minimum of 175 grams of carbohydrate per day during pregnancy. Why? Because we want to prevent something called ketosis. Ketosis during pregnancy can lead to a whole host of issues for your baby, including problems with brain development, physical deformities, nutritional deficiency, and even behavioral issues down the line. And trust me, none of us want that for our little ones. Now you probably also heard that the protein is important for building and repairing tissue in our bodies, but did you know it is especially crucial during pregnancy? So here's the scoop. During the pregnancy, you need a little extra protein to support your baby's growth and development. In the US, it is recommended that you aim for additional 25 grams of protein each day during pregnancy. Now, if you're here in the Philippines, that recommendation bumps up to around 27 grams. Protein is like a building blocks for your baby's development and helping to form important tissues and organs. So, by making sure you're getting enough protein in your diet, you're getting your baby a solid foundation of healthy growth and development. Did you know that baby's brain is mostly made up of lipids and it relies on a long chain fatty acid for proper growth and function and structure? It's really incredible. So, to ensure that your baby's brain gets the essential nutrients needs to thrive, it is important to include food rich in omega 6 and omega 3 fatty acid in your diet. Omega 6 fatty acid can be found in variety of oils like corn oil, sunflower oil, safflower oil, soybean oil, cottonseed oil, as well as in poultry, seeds, and nuts. Now, let's not forget about omega 3 fatty acids. These are crucial too. You can get your omega 3 fatty acid food from flaxseed, canola oil, walnut, drum oil, soybean oil, butternuts, walnuts, soybean kernels, oysters, and fish. How's your baby development and grow inside you? It's all about synthesizing the DNA and making new cells, which requires some key nutrients to support proper growth and development. To ensure your baby gets what it needs, it's essential to consume food rich in vitamin B12, iron, and folate. These nutrients play a crucial role in the formation of the baby cells and overall development. Now, if you're considering supplements, here are some recommended daily intake levels. Aim for 600 micrograms of folate per day, 2 microgram of vitamin B12 per day, and 27 milligram of iron per day if you're in the US. But if you're here in the Philippines, the recommended iron intake ranges from 28 to 38 milligrams per day according to the Philippine Dietary Reference Intake. For your baby's teeth and bones development, it is important to take note of the nutrients need to consume enough calcium, magnesium, phosphorus in exposure to the sun for vitamin D. It is recommended to intake 800 milligrams per day of calcium for magnesium and phosphorus. There is no need to increase its intake. Let's let's proceed to the fun part, food state. To simplify the information of what does it really look like having a minimum of 175 grams of carbohydrates. So for rice, we have 4 cups and 1/2 cup of rice. While if you translate that into a pasta, we have 4 cups of pasta. This is just illustration how much per serving of rice and pasta that have a minimum amount of 175 grams of carbohydrates of the total intake every day. You need to know that this will be spread out in a whole day meal in breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks, which is AM and PM. So, for example, 1 cup in the breakfast, 1 cup in the lunch, or in the dinner. So that will be a total of 4 cups and 1/2 cup of rice. You can make more variety in terms of carbohydrates. The more variety, the more better. Thus, it increases the meal pleasure as it increases satisfaction during the meal. To illustrate, you can add a variety in your daily meal instead of 3 cups of rice and 1 cup of pasta, or you can have 3 cups of pasta and 1.5 cup of rice. As what it tells, as what I tell earlier, that this is not one meal. It is a total carbs in a whole meal in a day, which was spread in a breakfast, lunch, dinner, and in the snacks. Oh, here's a little snapshot of a typical carbohydrate servings you might find around the Philippines. Each of these represent one serving of that particular foods. So during the second trimester, it is good idea to bump up your caloric intake a bit. So one way to do that is adding extra serving of fruits, vegetable, and milk on your diet. They are packed with nutrients, which means you get more of the bang of your nutrients with the essential nutrients. As you hit the third trimester, your body needs even more calories to keep up with the demands of the pregnancy. It's good idea to focus on nutrient-dense food like meals and snacks loaded with fruits, vegetables, and milk to make sure you and your baby are getting all the good stuff you need. So when it comes to protein during pregnancy, you want to in to up your intake by at least 3 serving more than what you normally have. Now, when you're checking out your meat choices, you can go for the fish, but stir up with a high mercury option like shark, swordfish, king mackerel, tilefish, also known as a golden snapper or golden bass. They contain they contain they contain methyl mercury, which can mess up with your baby's brain development, and nervous system. So you don't definitely don't want to risk issues like mental retardation, poor balance, seizures, and other neurological problems for your little ones. So check this sample menu from the USDFNRI. It's a great reference to give you an idea of what a healthy meal for a pregnant woman could look like. For breakfast, how about some protein-packed fried bangus paired with a refreshing commodity top salad with a tomato for your veggies, a banana fruits, and some rice for your carb sources. So let's move on to lunch. So the main dish would be the ever popular chicken tinola. It's got chicken slices for your protein fix. On the veggie front, we got some green papaya with malunggay, which is loaded with goodness. For sweet touch, we've got some juicy mango for fruits, and of course, rice to keep you feeling satisfied and energized. For the dinner, for our protein sources is some tasty fried galunggong to keep things interesting. Pair that up with a hearty serving of pinakbat for your veggies, packed with flavors. And to round off your meal, enjoy some refreshing watermelon for dessert. For your morning snacks, how about some suman and boiled camotes? They're common snack around here and make a tasty addition to your meals. And hey, don't forget to wash it down with some at least one glass of milk. So if you can swing it with a maternity milk, might be a good option. So it's got extra nutrients that can really help out during pregnancy. Take a look this one. So 1 week sample from the USDFNRI. It's great starting point for your planning out your meals through the week. Feel free to use it as inspiration and customize it to your taste and needs. You can actually download the 1 week sample menu directly from the USDFNRI website. So I've included the link in the description box below for easy access. It's a very handy resource. It's available to the public, so feel free to check it out and start planning your meals with ease.
I hope that this really helped you to gain more understanding and really appreciate the process of your healthy pregnancy, and of course gaining more understanding about the nutrition and foods to eat during this period of time. So this recommendation is for general information about healthy pregnancy. So if you have other condition, please seek the guidance of your physicians or doctor and nutritionist to give you a specific individualized diet. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up or like button, and please subscribe to my channel. This means a lot to me and really appreciate that. And that's all. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!